morning students, welcome back once again to another video of laws of motion. So in the previous video we studied about the second law of motion, and the statement states that the rate at which the momentum changes is directly proportional to the applied unbalanced force, and the derivation that we did, the final conclusion we come is force is equal to mass into acceleration. This is what we have studied. Please check the video that we have studied in the last session. It is really very important. F is equal to ma. The derivation is important because it will be useful in the later chapters. Okay. So today we are moving on to the third law of motion, Newton's third law of motion. It simply states that action and reaction are equal and opposite. Action and reaction are equal and opposite. Equal and opposite. And they act on two different objects. And they act on two different objects. Act on two different objects. What does this statement mean? It simply means that suppose there is an object. It applies a force on another object. That is called action. And at the same moment, when this first object applies the force on the second object instantly at that particular point applies the force on the first object. So when the first object applies the force on the second object also applies the force on the first object. So the force that the first object applies is called action, and the second object gives the reaction. That is the second force applied by the second object on the first one. So they both act on two different objects. So first object applies the force on the second object, and the second object applies the force on the first object, and they act on two different objects. Quite simple actually. And this example can be seen in our day-to-day lives, and the most common is while we are walking. So what happens is, this is the surface in which we are moving forward. Whenever we step, we are pushing the floor backwards. Whenever we are moving, we push the floor backwards, so we are pushing ourselves forward. So we are applying the force on this side, so this is action. And our body moves in that direction, that is reaction. That reaction is given by the surface on which we are walking. So we are giving the action to the surface, and the surface is giving the reaction to us, and as a result we are able to walk or run. Okay, the vehicles move in the same and similar manner. So we are pushing the floor backside and we are moving ourselves in this direction. So that is the action, and our body moving in this direction is the reaction. Same thing happens while we are in a boat. So person is using the oar to move himself forward in the boat. You have seen all the oars, the spelling is O-A-R. When a person sits in a small boat, he pushes himself forward by using the oar. So the oar he uses is he pushing the oar backwards, and the boat moves in the forward direction. So the force once again is applied in this direction, and the boat moves in this direction. So this is action, and the boat moving in this direction is the reaction. I hope everybody has seen this force. So the person is applying the force in this direction, and this boat moving in the forward direction is reaction. I hope it is clear to you. The third one is when a gun is fired or a rifle is fired. You might have seen that whenever a gun is fired, it gets a jerk in the backward direction. So whenever a gun is fired, the bullet moving forward is the action. So the bullet itself is giving the reaction to the gun. Okay, this is what happens. Whenever a gun is fired, the bullet moves forward. That is the action. But when the bullet moves forward, it gives the reaction on the gun in the backward direction. That is the action and reaction explained in one example. Okay, I hope it is clear to you, students. The other one is a simple one, that is the rockets. You might have seen what happens to the rockets and how they are used. Whenever a rocket is fired in an upward direction, okay, it is applying a force in the downward direction, and because of which the rocket itself is moving in the upward direction. So this is action and this is reaction. Always remember that action and reaction happens on two different objects. So in this case the action is happening on the bullet and the reaction is happening on the gun. So this is the bullet that is coming out. So this is action and the reaction is the gun moving backwards. So who is doing the action? Gun is doing the action on the bullet and the bullet is giving the reaction on the gun. Always remember this, that they happen on two objects involved. And similarly, the rocket, it is giving the action to the earth. It is on the surface of the earth, right? So it is giving action on the earth. So it is trying to push the earth. But in opposite to that, what happens is the reaction it gets is the earth is pushing it backwards, or the force from which it is trying to push the earth is getting the reaction. Okay, similarly, in this one, we are trying to push the water backwards and the surface of water, the reaction gets on the boat. So it happens on two different objects. Similarly, when we are walking, we are giving the force action on the surface and the reaction is happening on our body. So I repeat the statement once again that action and reaction are equal and opposite. They act on two different objects. Okay, always remember that. So the force applied by the first object on the second object is called action and the force applied by the second object on the first object is called reaction. And they both happen at the same time. They both happen at the exact same time. Okay, so now what we do, we revise all the three laws from the very beginning. So the first one was the law of inertia, that is, if the object is in rest, it will remain in rest, and the object in motion will remain in motion unless any external unbalanced force is applied. The second one was the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the applied unbalanced force. And the third one, action and reaction are equal and opposite. The examples for each and every one, the first one we saw the carom, okay? All the coins in the carom board remain at the same place while only one is moved, okay? And the second one was about force, that is 4 people applying the force on a car or 2 people applying the force. So how much force they are applying and for how much time depends on how much momentum is changed. Another example for a second law of motion is that if you remember, whenever you see a player in a cricket match trying to catch the ball, you will always see that a ball, when caught by the player, he is using his hand to increase the time. Okay, he is using the hand to increase it. So when the ball comes, he doesn't just keep the hand like this. When the ball comes, he increases the time so that he does not get hurt on the hand. Why does he do that? Because whenever the force is applied on his hand, he is increasing the time so that there is less force. The momentum of the ball is changing very slowly. The ball wants to apply the force because the momentum is changing. So if he is keeping the hand steady, what happens is his momentum is very fast. The momentum of the ball is very fast. So whenever it lands on the hand, the momentum changes suddenly. It becomes from very fast to very slow very quickly. So there is a lot of force. So our hand has to apply the lot of force so that the momentum changes on the ball. Instead of that, what people do is that whenever they try to catch a thing or a ball, they increase the time. So the momentum of the ball is very much, it is very fast. So they are slowly decreasing the speed, and in such a way they are also increasing the time, and therefore the force applied by the hand is less. So when they are slowly increasing the momentum, decreasing the momentum, at that time the force applied is less. So whenever they want to change the momentum, we have to apply the force, and how much force is applied depends on how much time also we are applying the force. I hope it is clear to you students. That is the second law of motion. And the third law of motion is action and reaction are equal and opposite, and they act on two different objects. You can repeat the video once again and ask any questions if you have, and we will be moving to another complicated topic in the next video, that is the law of conservation of momentum. Have a nice day.